Well, it was a long day, and I had some errands to run, and then by the time I got home, I was so tired. And it also doesn't help that the heat was so bad, and well, I took my nap, and I'm feeling much better now. So that being said, it's time for the Los Angeles Angels and the Chicago White Sox to go head to head. And of course, the Angels have Brody Kirby, who I haven't seen since I first started. I hope he does come in. Same thing with Josh, although at least Josh is more likely to show up. And then of course we cannot forget about Crimson Ninja. So let me just double check to see if he's okay. Alright, so I'll officially begin as we get closer to the 5-minute mark. So this would be a good opportunity to go get some snacks and things like that. I have something for me right here. I got my drink from Chipotle. Thankfully, I had enough foresight to put it in the fridge. Still pretty cold. Not bad. Okay. So, hope everyone's having a good time. I believe several other people are... Oh, Hey, Clinton, what's up, man? Clinton, let me know if you want to be in the commentary booth. If not, that's fine. But I don't want to, like, pressure you or anything like that. If you want. But, let me see. Because I know several other people are live as we speak, like DKO is live, Blaze is live. Okay, let me turn that down. Blaze is live, and also Broken Twitch is live. So, and not to mention ICW as well. Although, oh no, that's a upload. Never mind. So yeah, several people are live, and yeah, I mean, I totally understand why, you know, some people are, you know, trying to cut down on how many shows they go to. All right, not a problem. I will do that. Of course, if you're here, I mean, well, that should just go without saying. Oh, right here. There we go. Ah, I just had to get it correct. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I believe I got the invitation for Mr. Oh, there's Crimson Ninja though, so at least we have a big part of this game. So we'll start at about we'll start at around the 5-minute mark. So this is a good opportunity to get
Hello.
some. Oh, hey, what's up? We got
not much.
Well, anyway, it's good to see Clinton here. Great to have him on the show. I thought it was going to be the Yankees against the Tigers, but then I looked at it again. I'm like, oh, it's this game instead. Because I'm going by
All
like
good.
I'm going by the calendar, not so much by the matchup. But nonetheless, though, yeah, I'm aware that several other people are live as we speak, like Blaze and Twitch and now DKO. So I completely understand where you're coming from, where you're trying to cut down on how many people you're watching. Okay.
It's all good. Yeah, I just had some health scares the last couple of days. Like last night was bad.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just hoping it's nothing too serious.
I'll tell
But
you the whole thing after we go off air.
I'm like I said, it's something that well, oh right. Alright, so let me get this. I forgot to oh, well, there's the brackets. May as well show that. And of course, there you see Crimson Ninja starting out against Dylan Bundy. And then on the lineups, you'll have Brody Kirby and Josh Brooks up there. So it's going to be interesting to see who ends up with the victory here.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
And in fact, if
Yeah,
I don't,
it is going to be tricky.
and it's going to be even more so because now you have rain. But seriously, I hope you are okay, man. Says Crimson Ninja.
Baseball on the show, set for what should be a good one. Lineups at first pitch are next.
And wow, I've never seen this before. I've never seen a rained out affair here. Like,
Yeah, and I understand why in baseball they stop the game for rain because you're trying to run on that track and it gets too muddy. Your cleats are going to catch and you're going to go face first.
and of course, it is next to impossible to hit home runs.
Oh yeah, especially if the ball gets wet and the pitcher can't get the ball to the mound.
But yet, in spite of this, they're going to try to go for it. Not that I agree with this, but it is what they do. It is. I mean, it
if
will
it's
do
a
what this game
light
does.
rain, it won't be bad. But if it's like pouring down, then yeah, they would stop.
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself.
Well, as far as Crimson Ninja is concerned, it's his first official start. He had an exhibition where he was going up against his brother, but now is the time to see what he's made of as he goes up against this formidable lineup. I mean, you have Trout, you have Ohtani, and then, throw in, throw in, who else? Brody Kirby and then Brooks, and you pretty much have a team that can just dominate.
And isn't Pujols still in the Angels in this game?
He was at the start of the year, but if I do the roster update, he'll now show up in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization instead. So I like how they updated their rosters,
okay.
at least within this season. I don't know what they'll do after that, because I mean, you could only update this game so much before, you couldn't update it anymore.
Nice location on that four-seam fastball.
Yep, nice being able to, in one pitch, get one out. Those are good Those are good outs to get one pitch outs.
Oh yeah.
And of course, well, is there anything you wanted to say before I go any further? And nice hit, and he hits it down the gap, but it gets closed up, and nice sliding in for a double by Josh Brooks, JWE. Man, that was a good hit.
Well-placed ball between the center fielder and the right fielder.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent fielding right there as well. But
Yep.
you've got a dangerous hitter in Trout coming up.
Oh yeah, this is, for some people, this man is the face of baseball. I mean, of course he was a cover star at one point, but he still really is the face of baseball. Some people will say Fernando Tatis Jr. Others will say who else? Ronald Acuna Jr. So I mean, you
I
can
say
pretty
it's
much.
the best player on the Yankees.
Well, I mean, if that was the case, then you know, Aaron Judge would probably be that guy. But unfortunately, his team is not doing too well IRL.
No, but it is the most valuable franchise in MLB, period.
Yeah, though I really wouldn't discount the White Sox in any capacity. I mean, that's also a rich, what is it, a franchise with a rich history. That's not to say that it was all that successful, though, especially because they had a long spell of 86 years without a championship.
A swing and a miss struck him out. Nicely done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ninja just he pretty much used Trout's aggressiveness against him. So there you go.
That was a pitch right inside on the bottom corner, and he swung at it, and it dropped.
Well, it's a good thing that Crimson Ninja is not afraid of rain. Because I mean, if he had the same weakness as the Wicked Witch of the West, he probably would have said something along the lines of, "I'm melting, I'm melting."
Oh yeah,
Well, bad joke, I know.
but that was a bad pitch. He's down 3-1 in the count. Not something you don't want with a runner on second.
Well, anyway, Rendon ends up fouling it off, so now it's 3-2. With a runner on second and 2 outs. Hits it, but it's still foul. I'll tell you one thing.
That's making it work the pitcher. The pitch count is going up and up and up, and a 14 pitch count first inning is getting up there.
Yeah, now it's up to 15. Still, the count is still the same, though. And it's still the same as it's still fouled off. 8 pitches in this at-bat. And he gets him on the corner. So he gets out of a jam, does Crimson Ninja. And after one, it is still, well, after one half of an inning, it's still 0-0.
That was, despite not getting the run in, that was a decent start for the batters because they're working the count up.
Oh, absolutely. Well, now we'll see if Dylan Bundy can fare much better in terms of pitch count and getting effective outs. And it will start against Tim Anderson. I mean, like, you know, being that they had a great season last year, and they're off to a great start this time around as they get a single to begin with on the first pitch against Dylan Bundy.
Nicely placed ball, get a single, get your lead. That's what you got to get your leadoff man on base, especially if it's the first inning, because they can usually is your best person to steal bases.
And here's Adam Eaton, a man that he's been through it all. Like, I remember it when he was a relatively young player, like in his early career. And in fact, he, you know, his career goes all the way back to, yeah, I mean, I remember when he was coming into the league in 2012, and I definitely remember his time on the Nationals when he won a championship with them.
Yeah, that's surprising that the Nationals won a championship.
That strikeout was all
And that was just a year after they lost, quote unquote, they lost
slows it down on the
their superstar at the time, Bryce Harper. Hey,
That
Maple
was a
Miles.
nice strikeout.
Yeah, nice strikeout on Eaton, but hey, what's up, Maple?
Hey, Maple.
And yes, I do remember Maple Miles. I remember like watching some of his Splatoon 1 videos. What do I think of baseball in the Olympics in Tokyo? I think it's awesome. I mean, of course, Tokyo and Japan have a great history with baseball, so it only makes sense to have it there. I mean, to each his own, really, but I think it's a great idea. I mean, it's not often we have baseball in the Olympics, so why not?
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
And as that happens, Bundy doing pretty well. He's up to 8 pitches with a man already on first after giving up a leadoff hit. But yeah, what do you think of?
Just getting this out is going to be key here.
Yeah, getting this out will be key. But I was about to say, what do you think of baseball in the Olympics in Tokyo?
I think it's a great idea. Japan does have a rich history with baseball. There was, I believe, if I remember correctly, might have to look it up to double check, but the World Baseball Classic, I think Team Japan won at least one.
Yeah, and as that happens, Grandal with a huge 2-run home run to bring himself and Anderson, and the White Sox are in the lead 2-0 off of a big hit. Let's take a look at that replay. Boom! Gets all of that. And while it's not a big fly, I mean, it probably would have been had it not been raining, but it's still pretty far. 397 feet.
Yeah, and all that's important is getting that ball over that fence. The distance is just a bonus. Hey, James Gamer.
Yep, great to see James Gamer here. Anyway, Maple says, have you seen my Splatoon 2? And sadly, no outside fans for the Tokyo games. Yeah, I mean, I understand that Tokyo is, very, very serious about, protecting its people. So I can understand, like, if they were so serious, like, Florida was very relaxed about it. You know this, Clinton.
Oh, yes.
So
just to give you an update on that, sorry, TJ. Japan won 2, the Dominican Republic has won 1, and the United States has won 1. And they're not going to do one this year because of COVID and the Olympics. But I'm not sure when they're going to have the 5th one. But they've had 4 so far.
Oh. Okay. So, I mean, you're talking about the baseball classic, not so much the baseball at the Olympics, right? Just to be clear.
Yeah, the World Baseball Classic.
Okay.
But it tied into my Olympics comment because they have a rich history. They've got multiple leagues. They've won multiple world championships because to me the World Baseball Classic is the world championship, not MLB. Sorry, MLB.
Well, I mean, it's a world championship of a different league. That's how I look at it. Like Olympics or the baseball classic, it's a championship unto itself, really. Like the way I also to probably tie it with wrestling, it's like winning the WWE championship as well as the WWE's King of the Ring. Though separate, can be looked at 2 big things, really. I mean, they're their own things, really.
True.
But on the other hand, I can see where you're going with that analogy, so I respect it. And to answer your question,
Nice.
Maple, I have not seen your Splatoon 2 videos. I probably should. just to catch up with that. Anyway, he pops it up, and they get the final out, but not before giving up a 2-run home run at the hands of Yasmani Grandal. And yeah, he gets all of that one, and even if it wasn't raining, or even when it was raining, it was still out. Anyway, my country now.
Yeah, that was a well hit ball.
Back on the south side, second inning
And just,
coming up.
there was no dispute on that one.
Well, Matt, the forecast isn't pretty.
So I'm gonna have to check back in with your videos. So, and that's my fault really, because I've been doing a lot of streaming. So it's not your fault. It's me really. Anyway, he also says my country knows how to handle the thing, like Japan and Brazil and India, and even those countries. Oh, you're in Canada. Oh yes, that's right. Recently, so far the province of Quebec is really the only one allowing fans in the stands, as evidenced by the Stanley Cup run that the Montreal Canadiens are having.
Yeah, they are having a good run, and so, the Knights are as well. That's for a friggin' team that's like less than a decade old. They've been in the playoffs almost every single year.
Yeah, Brazil and India have had cases out of control. I'm hoping that that help will be on the way. You know, can't really help anybody else if you can't help yourself. But I have a feeling that help will be on the way. But still, it really just it really hurts because wasn't that long ago that we had cases out of control. And I will leave it at that. I don't want to get demonetized or taken down just because of what I'm talking about. Because I had that happen one time before where it was taken down by YouTube.
Oh, full count by Upton.
And he gets struck out looking, and by who else? Crimson Ninja getting his 3rd strikeout. I'll give him credit. I mean, the fact that he's getting strikeouts in the rain says a lot about the man himself.
Well, it's on-point location. The 4-seam fastball high in the middle of the freaking strike zone. Best he could have probably done is fouled that off.
Yeah. My country is sending vaccines to them, and we have to be careful on what you say on YouTube. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, now leading the count 1-2 is Crimson Ninja. Excuse me. And off location, a bit too low, quite a bit low actually.
Well, the key thing there is you're trying to get him to chase it.
And he hits it through, well, not the middle, but rather just through the gap, and managing to get an opposite field hit. Hitting away from the shift.
And it's pretty good. Get a single, get a base runner on. You never know when somebody's gonna pop a home run. It just happens sometimes.
And we have Dexter Fowler. And a stolen base attempt. And they got him. They got him. They got Barreto trying to steal a base, and he got caught. Well, any thoughts on that?
I was just checking the replay to make sure, and it's like, yeah, he got him. That was an excellent throw by the catcher. On-point tag right before his hands touched the base. Now Ninja's got nothing really to worry about.
And he hits it, and it hooks foul. Had he straightened it out just a little bit, it probably would have went out, but nonetheless, though.
Oh, yeah.
And, well,
Those corners are the best.
he
Go
got
ahead.
hit in the thigh, so that was a bad pitch there by Ninja as he hits Fowler in the thigh, and that's going to put him on base for free.
Now to the plate, here is Kirby.
So we have Brody Kirby, no relation to King Kirby, our good friend, but I haven't seen him since I made him.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
And
Fouled off.
well, he hits it right down the middle. He actually hit it right towards Crimson Ninja, but of course Crimson was unable. Well, I mean, he hit it like towards his hand side and not his glove side, as he hit it down the middle.
Yeah, and trying to. Oh, I think it went off his foot.
It could have,
Into the box now, Max Stassi.
but it's not like he line drived it on his foot, because otherwise he would have been.
Oh no!
Oh.
But that would have made it harder to catch, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, now so far the cleanup crew is doing pretty well, getting hits, and another hit,
Right, a base hit.
and wait, that's gonna load the bases. But wow, I'll tell you one thing: the cleanup hitters did pretty well against the Crimson there.
Oh boy, two outs and bases loaded. He is in a big jam.
Oh yeah,
And I think he's over-relying on that fastball, and that's the thing. You can't just keep throwing the fastball every 5 seconds.
yeah. I mean, of course, I can't control the AI as to how often they use pitches. I mean, the AI just does what it does. And back-to-back four-seam fastballs and back-to-back, balls. So, gonna have to think of something because,
Yeah, he's relying way too much on the fastball, and it's going to end up hurting him.
and on deck is gonna be Josh Brooks. So even if you, so whether you walk this guy or you give up a hit, the fact that you have to worry about Brooks, and now you walked in a run. Wow.
Oh, big mistake. Big mistake. Just the sequence, if you watch it, everything is just out of the strike zone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would imagine going for... To me, I used to attack the knees, and what I mean by that is I would throw the ball in the strike zone, but around where the knee level, which makes it very hard to hit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that last
Just
pitch was a
looks
bit
like
too low.
he's- Yeah, it just seems like he's trying to get him to swing at it.
Well, he got him to swing and he got him to hit it, but it was a foul. 1-1 now. And he got him looking. 1-2 now. And fouled it off. I'll tell you one thing, out of all the guys that you want or you don't want at bat when the bases are loaded, this is probably the last guy you want. Josh Brooks.
Yeah. You do not want this. That was a major mistake walking.
And he keeps fouling it off. And now Crimson Ninja is at 46 pitches, and we haven't even reached the 5th inning yet. Another foul off.
We're not even at the end of the second.
No. And he hits it, and not far enough. That's a fly out, but they do manage to get one run off of Ninja. I mean, he'll have to change his strategy when he goes back out there. But for now, we'll see if the White Sox can give him some run support in the meantime. Can't talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need to give him some more run support.
I mean, okay. Well, nice pitch. Nice pitch out around the knees, to your point. Um, so, like, you're going to be making your debut for the Yankees, but then you also have Elmeister, who was already with the Yankees when they last won from the show 19. But then you also have John. So how does it feel to have those two on your team in addition to the superstars like Judge and Stanton and DJ LeMahieu, among others?
That's going to help out greatly. It means I have less to worry about as far as getting run support. Because you don't have to throw a perfect game every single time. That's what people forget. It's not always about throwing perfect games and no-hitters. It's just about making sure your team has more runs than the other one.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, of course you have guys like Kirk Gibson and who else am I forgetting? Well, just as much trouble as Crimson Ninja was having, Bundy's also having the same problem. He walked somebody. He walked Robert. So this might actually turn out to be a hitter's duel instead of a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, walking people is not a very good thing at all. All it does is give the other team the ability to drive them runs.
I mean, the only time it would be beneficial to walk somebody is if you're walking Barry Bonds or somebody like that. If you could afford to. But that's very situational.
Oh, yeah.
But to your point, this is not the situation to do it. All right, 1-0 so far is the count. Make that 2-0 and almost let a pass ball get by him, but good work there by the catcher. Couldn't see his name though, so I can't say who it is. Got him to swing and miss, so that's a good sign. If you're Bundy.
Oh yeah, working that inside corner ain't a bad idea.
And of course, there's Madden, who would love to go back to the World Series. This time as a manager for the Angels. Last time we saw him in the World Series as a manager was with the Tampa Bay Rays when they made it in 2008.
That's another surprising.
Like, did you ever think that the Rays would make the World Series not just that year, but also last year?
No.
Well, they get the double play. Does Bundy?
Nicely done.
Great play there. First of all, with Brooks at first base getting the throw to second, and then also stepping on the bag and getting the out at first. So yeah, Brooks, he's very athletic, getting the job done for the Angels.
Oh, that was a close call, but well placed.
I mean, if you're Bundy, this is exactly what you like. And he gets him on
His
the.
pitch count's getting up there too, though.
Yeah, he. Oh, and Zach Collins was. Oh, he was the first overall pick, and oh, I didn't even know that. Anyway, so yeah, Bundy got the outside part of the strike zone, and then a hit, but he hit it right into the shift, and they get the out at first. That's the end of 2, and at the end of 2, it is now 2-1 White Sox.
Let's see if Crimson has any other strategies other than throw fastballs every 5 seconds.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels' offense with their manager between innings, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together.
I also like the presentation. It just makes you feel like you're watching a legit game on television.
Offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
like the presentation in the game.
Oh yeah.
And that, well, this is not a guy you want to start out with, but then again, what choice do you have to start off against Mike Trout?
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
And intense. Wow, he's got. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't that say? Uh-oh. Well, he hits it, but not far enough, and that's going to be a pop up. 1 down. That's a good start if you're a Ninja to get.
Yeah, but he's at 50 pitch, 50. Yeah, he's at 50 pitches in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, he's at 50 pitches, so he's got to be careful. If he can get 1-2 pitch strike or 2 pitch outs, I should say. Excuse me, I can't talk. But if he can get some of those type of outs, then he'll take them.
Oh yeah, any pitcher would.
And, well, swing and a miss. Oh, and this time he used a splitter this time.
Splitter's a useful pitch because it seems like it's going to be a fastball, but then at the last minute it drops.
Mm-hmm. And I had to look up this stuff, like, most especially when I make a pitcher, like, in creation mode. Like, because I had to, like, do the best I could to make a pitch look as good as it could be. And for it to be what it is. Like 4-seam, 2-seam fastballs are relatively straightforward. And then a changeup is also very straightforward. It's some of the other pitches that are like, what kind of pitches are these?
Yeah, they're basically designed to throw people off. Like the knuckleball is really, really slow. The hardest one for me to hit is a screwball. Holy crap.
Yeah, and as you can see from the bracket, whoever wins this game is going to take on either Detroit or the Yankees. Now, unfortunately for Detroit and Crimson Ninja's brother, Chaos, if you remember, remember that injury that he suffered, like, in the 2nd inning?
Yeah.
Well, he's still injured, so unless they make it to the World Series and they get to, like, I don't know, maybe Game 3, he's probably not coming back after that. Detroit Tigers are going to have to... So, yeah, they're going to have to do it all by themselves now.
That is bad for your first play. That would not be fun for your first playoff, getting hurt.
No. It also didn't help that they didn't have the top 2 seeds. Like Crimson and the Chicago White Sox had. They didn't have that.
Oh yeah, top seeds are always a benefit to have.
Yeah, and for those who are wondering, the seeding was based on how they finished after the postseason. The further they got to the furthest they got to in this postseason, the better their seeds are. And that's how I came up with it. Like the Braves, for instance, they were 1 game away, 1 win away from making it to the World Series. But that kind of explains why they're number 1 on the National League side of it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, a ground ball, and they get the out at first. 2 down already, and Bundy is pitching a very effective game. He's at 39 pitches, already has 2 outs in the 3rd.
So yeah, definitely a well-pitched game by Bundy. He's mixing up his pitches, which is a key thing, instead of just throwing fastballs every second.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, I mean, yeah, sure, his team is down, but he's keeping... I have a feeling he'll be able to keep him in the game relatively long, but not if he keeps giving up hits like that. Nice hit down the middle, and nice solid base hit there by Adam Eaton.
Oh, yeah.
He's always a tough out, is Eaton.
Ball. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see if it starts something or he just gets the out.
Well, here's the guy that hit that 2-run home run is Grandel, and he almost got another one, but it hooked foul.
One over the wall back in the opening frame.
So
You got to change your pitching strategy if you're going against him.
yeah, most especially if that's the guy that you gave up a 2-run home run to. And wait a minute, stolen base attempt, and they got him by just. All right, let's take a look at the replay, and I'll let you see it for yourself. And well, unfortunately, Bundy's big butt was in the way, but the umpire determined it to be just by the skin of his teeth that he got tagged out.
Thanks, game. I didn't want a view of his butt. I wanted a view of the play.
Well, here's Barreto, who did hit a single, but he got caught stealing second, so we'll see if he could do much better in this at-bat. Well, I mean, at the at-bat, yeah, he had a great at-bat. It was just the base running that caught him.
Oh, yeah. But you gotta show patience at the plate. Know when to swing, know when not to, because even if you make the at-bat difficult, that just makes the pitcher more tired.
Oh, yeah.
Very weakly on the ground.
Take a look. Okay, just looking and just checking my messages. Anyway, a strikeout for Crimson Ninja, his 4th one.
Oh, got him to swing. Well, the key of that kind of pitch is you want to get him to...
Dexter Fowler, who walked last time. Or I'm sorry, he did walk, but it was because of a hit by pitch. I almost forgot about that part.
Oh, 2-0. Fowler's got the edge right now.
And he did not go. He check swinged, and the first base official determined he didn't swing far enough. So it's now 3-0 in the favor of Fowler until he gets a strike that he was just caught looking. So now 3-1.
Yeah, Ninja's got to get some control here because he's just...
And wait a minute. Nice catch there by the left fielder. He had to go a little ways away to catch that fly ball, but great play by him.
Nice play. And it is hard to keep an eye on the ball with the rain, the lights. It ain't easy to keep an eye on.
All right, now here's another guy you probably didn't want to get into a battle with, but now you have Brody Kirby down. Or in the plate, I should say.
Oh yeah, you don't want that to happen.
And hits it right into the shift, and they get the out at first. And I will give. Oh yeah.
Oh god, I was just saying this is a nice game so far.
Yeah, nice game. It's still close. Either team can win this game right here. But I was about to say, I really do like what the White Sox have done with their stadium since they first opened it in '91. You know, because
I was sad when they got rid of Old Yankee Field.
Oh, Old Yankee Stadium, yeah.
Old Yankee Stadium. I was sad.
Well, I'm thankful that you could actually play in the Old Yankee Stadium if you really wanted to in this game. Yep, that's 4 innings down, Mr. Ninja.
Yeah, but your pitch count is way up there, so.
And
do
Bundy
something
gets only
about
his
that.
second. Yep. Bundy gets his second strikeout on that one.
Save Springer. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Yeah, I mean, all that matters is getting the outs. It doesn't really matter how.
Yeah, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting the showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Swing
And
over to center.
a little bit of a blooper, and he gets it down.
Falls in.
That was somewhat of a weird hit, but it worked. I mean, if you're a hitter,
Yeah,
kind of what you said about the pitcher, you'll take what you can get.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul
oh yeah, that was some well play inside, bottom inside corner of the strike zone. He took it, popped it up just in between that gap between second base and the center field, and went bloop.
Well, unfortunately, he hit it a bit too far, and that's going to result in a flyout. 2 down.
The next batter will be Luis Robert. Worked a walk in his
Yep,
first
and
plate.
if you're not a fast guy, better bet is just to stay at first if you're not fast. If you're fast on a sac fly like that, go.
From the stretch. And a high strike.
All right, so first pitch strike on to Luis Robert.
didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Now the 0-1.
And swing and a miss. That was a bit too low.
He's attacking this hitter a lot.
If you're Robert, that you swung at that one.
When he faced him and issued a walk.
Oh yeah, and it's 0-2. And he's had good location so far. His pitches haven't gone all over the place.
Hard to believe this
That's
is
what
the
you want.
60. Hard to believe that this is the 60th. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember or trying to count the number in my head, but it's the 60th anniversary of the 60th season of Angels baseball when they broke into the league in 1961.
Here it comes.
Dang.
And
But I mean, baseball's been around for a really long time.
yeah, it has. And so has things like this, as this could be, I believe. I believe not, because it was close. He gave it a ride, but it was not far enough.
They still lead it 2-1.
Oh, that was just short. Well hit ball, but just not enough oomph.
Now with the plate is Max Stassi. He'll start off the fifth.
And of course, we now reach the 5th inning, and Crimson is at 70 pitches.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
And quite a bit high actually, was that fastball.
Right back to the fastball.
Well,
What are you
that
doing?
time you got him to swing and miss. That was just nice. And then it's like, and then Crimson's like, I blame Clinton for that last out.
You should blame yourself for walking in a run.
And so far, Stassi, to his credit, not swinging wildly. So now Ninja's going to have to give him something to hit, or give him something to swing and miss at, or foul it off. Now it's the full count.
And again, just making him work for his innings, because most managers have a 100 pitch count on their pitchers, and that's it.
Yeah, because unless you have a perfect game or a no-hitter going, unless you have something like that going, so yeah. Well, unfortunately, he walks again, or gives up a walk, I should say. And, Stassi, to his credit, he didn't just swing away.
Digging in next, David Fletcher. From the belt, the pitch.
And wait, and a check swing, and the first base official, excuse me, signaled that he did not go all the way. So, 1 ball, swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Yeah, he's got to get this out because that man on first, especially if Fletcher gets on base, you've got back-to-back people on base that can hurt you.
And he gets the corner. Nice pitch there. He gets the bottom outside corner. And a bit, well, quite a bit inside on that last one right there.
Whoa, that was close.
And he hits
Baseball
it.
To the knee.
And it's a single. Nice hit there.
Yeah, nicely done. 1 hopper to the outfield. 2 people on, no out. That's a good thing for the Angels.
Absolutely. And of course, the last person that you want with men in scoring position, especially with a runner on second, to go with a man on first, Josh Brooks. That's the last guy you want to deal with. Fouls it away.
Oh yeah, Brooks can hurt you too. So it's gonna be a long inning.
And well, that time he swung at something that was outside the strike zone, so that was a mistake on his part to swing at that. So now instead of it being 2-1, it's now 1-2. Well, that time he laid off of a pitch outside and on the just outside the corner, the bottom corner, that is. And he gets him looking with a pitch that was at the top part of the strike zone, and another strikeout. 5 of them, to be exact.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Get that first out. That helps stop the damage.
But all right,
I
so
can't talk either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get past Brooks, but now you have to get past Trout. And even though he hasn't had a hit, you know what he's capable of. Sorry about that, Glidden.
Oh yeah. No problem.
Wow.
Not a problem. I just had to glance over to LTD and see how I magically teleported to another boat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice
I've
hit.
got it on mute on the other tab
Oh, okay.
because I was already there. So, but I'm focusing on this. But yeah, nice foul off. I mean, they're driving up his pitch count.
Oh, absolutely.
I would not, even in this situation, even if it was like a Barry Bonds guy, I would not intentionally walk, not if you could give up bases loaded.
Well, he does walk them, but not intentionally, though. And now the bases are full, and even though, yes, Trout is probably one of those guys that you would rather walk if you had to, but then the guy that he has coming, the guy that you got in the offseason to protect him is Anthony Rendon.
Oof. I mean, he's pitched himself into some situations today.
Mm-hmm.
If the White Sox win, I would be asking some questions here, because
I mean, of course, Crimson Ninja is not the only pitcher for them, but right now, he's now at a 2-0 count. Make that 3-0 now.
I don't get what he's doing. They're not biting. He needs to change his strategy.
And well, he got him to hit swing and foul off. So It's now 3-1. And well, he got the bottom inside.
Oh boy, full count. Bases loaded, only one out. This
Foul
is
away.
a tricky situation.
And he walks him. And now
Oh,
the
my
game
Lord.
is tied, 2-2. Well, now the coach is gonna. Well, not the coach. Sorry, the manager. I got to be more precise. Manager will have to get somebody to relieve him pretty soon because he's at 99 pitches, and well, looks like we have a visit from the pitching coach.
You gotta settle him down and get him out of the situation, because that is not a good situation to be in.
And unfortunately, well, actually, it was Tony La Russa. Of course, he was a manager here in the 80s. So now we get Reynaldo Lopez. And we'll see if he can come up with a better strategy than, well, on his own merits, really. He hits it. They get the out at second. And they get the out at first. A double play. Wow. That was huge.
Talk about a reversal of fortune. But still ties the game, so at this point, he's got to get some run support before he's pulled.
With their manager in between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. It makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
But it's going to be interesting to see how this game plays out, because this has been back and forth all right.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the. Okay, so there was another Adam Eaton. This Adam Eaton that I'm looking at is the pitcher Adam Eaton. So I probably confused the outfielder for the pitcher of the same name.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm like, pitchers that can hit is a rarity, but love to have them in the National League.
I mean, that's why you have Ohtani. You know, that's why you have guys like him who can just do so much for, you know, that club. I mean, he's doing things that we hadn't seen since Babe Ruth.
I know, I'm thinking about doing that for MLB The Show 2011 with me. Yes, I'm that biased. I don't care.
Well, anyway, Bundy's still in the game, and that's going to be a caught ball, so good catch there. I couldn't see who that is, though, number 25 in right field, but nice catch by him. But yeah, Bundy is, for the most part, pitching a very effective game.
Oh yeah, he is, definitely. He's mixing up his pitches and his locations so the hitters can't put together an idea of where to swing at and where not to swing at.
And an extra base hit, and he hits, it was opposite field, so someone had to make a long ways to get there in left field. So that was a great hit there.
Definitely.
By Zach Collins.
Well hit ball. Had a nice arc where it hit just inside the line to stay fair. And then it bounced into that corner. Excellent. Well done by Collins.
Well, this is a good opportunity to get that lead back. Oh, Madrigal was the first round pick for the Chicago White Sox in 18. Didn't even know that.
Oh, hard hit foul.
And an opposite field hit almost gets the gap, but it was cut off by Trout. And even though he, well, that's going to result in a run driven in. So the White Sox regain the lead.
Hey, Cruz.
Hey, what's up, Cruz? Nice hit there, and
Nice hit.
what can I say?
Drove it the other way and right into the gap. That's where you want to hit the balls. It's right in the gap where the defenders can't get to it. Excellently hit ball.
Yeah, credit Mike Trout for cutting it off, because it probably would have been much worse had he not gotten it. Just woke up from eating dinner. Nice. My gosh. Dude, before the show, and I may as well mention to Clinton, like, when I got back home, I was peaked. Because had I not been, I would have done this a lot sooner.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
But anyway, it's great to see you, Cruz, and also congratulations on winning the Super Bowl yesterday. And now Dylan Bundy's starting to not pitch very effectively. Now he's at a 3-1. I mean, he's still in decidedly better shape than Crimson Ninja was, but still. Well, he gets a strike there.
But the more pitches you have, the longer you wear it, just wears you down.
Am I on a team? I don't think let me double check again.
That was a pop up and second out,
Nope.
and it's not far enough for her to move the runner.
Nope, I don't have you on the team, but I could put you on the list. So, oh shit, there we go. So I could put you on the list, and you could just simply tell me what team you want to be on. Position as well as a secondary position and a number. So there you go.
My question is why is their mascot a frog?
I don't know.
I never understood that. I never got that.
I mean, did you honestly think they would actually use a white sock?
I would have.
Well, actually, I think one of the reasons why they didn't use a white sock was because it would look too much like the Triple K guy. So that's why they don't use that one.
Which New York Cruise? There's two of them.
Yeah, there's two of them. Which one? The Mets or the Yankees?
Straight up Bronx.
I got, okay, so 23, first base. Oh, the Yankees.
Oh. I've got some guests.
Hey.
The Wookiee. That was my mom, excuse her language.
Don't worry, if you need to go take care of something, I'll take care of it. I don't want
It's
you to
all
get in
good.
trouble.
I'm just going to grab the doggy treats
All right.
to lure the dog into the room.
All right. So a one pitch out, he gets a ground out to first, I believe. So far, Ronaldo in 2 pitches already has 2 outs. That's very effective.
Yeah, that's well done. Yeah, that is effective. But yeah, they put Crimson down, which is a smart move to do because, like, and they're already starting the bullpen. That's nice.
Swing and a miss, and Ronaldo doing pretty well locating his pitches. I mean, of course, the White Sox have tremendous bullpen, guys. So, you know what? We'll probably do that like within like by the time we get to like maybe season 3, because like the first 2 seasons I'm just trying to get my feet wet. So yeah, probably by season 3 we could do that. The draft variation of this. And
Oh, yeah,
and because yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think that would be fun to do. I like the draft more than just picking the teams, because you're going to get popular teams like the Yankees, the Red Sox, the White Sox.
Yeah. On one hand, you could have a bunch of people in the World Series, but on the other hand, it could backfire and you could have very few people in the World Series. You know, because if you remember the World Series, it actually came down to 2 teams, and each team had only one person representing. Like the Giants, I was with the Giants, and then the Yankees had, well, they originally had that Jose Can You See guy, but then I replaced him with Elmeister for obvious reasons. Because I want to swap teams next season. All right. Well, first things first, we have to get through this game beforehand, and I will put this out. Any team that's already been eliminated, you now have that choice to make the move. So, officially speaking, you can state what you want, but I won't be able to do it until after you're eliminated or until you actually win the World Series. So, but yes, I will let you swap teams next season. Yes. And as we were talking, we have a full count on Brody Kirby by Ronaldo Lopez. What game am I doing next? I am going to be doing Uno on the PS4 with my good friend, the Nightmare Queen, Jane Voorhees. And we're just simply doing that for fun, really. Anyway, he hits it opposite field, but I believe that's Adam Eaton who gets a pop out in right field. Diamondbacks. See, I'm happy to tell you, Crimson Ninja, there is someone else that has joined the Diamondbacks already, like for next season, that is. So, yeah, Crimson, you want to know who it is? Better yet, Clinton, do you want to know who it is?
Is it Ladybug?
No, it's not Ladybug. I mean, actually, in fact, we actually saw him early in the stream.
Maple?
No, although if
James
Maple...
Gamer?
It was James. And James, he actually was very specific. He wanted to be a closing pitcher. He wants to be the remote. Yeah, sorry.
I said if I wanted to be an MLB pitcher when I was a kid, it was always like I wanted to be the guy to be the next Mariano Rivera, but that did not happen.
Well, if there was ever a time, you could do it in the show. Anyway. Alright, so Dylan Bundy now at 83 pitches. And he pulled...
Yeah, he's got to get these outs.
Well, that was... actually, wow, that was a good hit. I mean, I for a moment, I honestly thought he caught it. But it actually dropped on the ground just a bit, like a one-hop drop. And so far, Grandel has proven to be, you know, a bright spot. I mean, he's responsible for 2 of those runs so far. So yeah, he would be your, well, I wouldn't say your cleanup pitcher. He's more the closer. But yeah, cleanup pitcher nonetheless, though. Yeah. Anyway, Dylan Bundy finally gets the hook. And we now get a look at Alex Cobb. Doesn't look like a piece of corn, otherwise I'd call him corn on the cob. With 2 B's. Oh yeah, that's right. In the National League, you can also bat too when you're starting.
it's gonna, yeah, they need to get these guys out so they can actually try to get a run to get back in the game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have not batted in a run. So that says a lot.
Yeah, it's not their offense that's got them scored. It's that.
Well, they get the
It's
out at
mistakes
second,
by
they get the out at first, double play.
And that, my friends, is how you want to get an inning going, a comeback going. Right there, double play.
Mm-hmm.
People often forget how important that second base position is.
I never thought the second baseman's position was unimportant, because it is important. You need somebody like that. You need a shortstop. You need every position that you could think of is a needed one. But
oh yeah, well I'm talking about like glorified, like you see guys like Alex Rodriguez in the shorts and Derek Jeter at shortstop.
oh yeah, that the second baseman,
like Griffey, Trout.
mm-hmm. I mean, you get then you also have catchers like Yadier Molina. And, well, Jimenez swung just enough for the first baseman to say, yeah, he swung and he missed, and that's an out.
Now their batters just got to get hot.
And it will start with Max Stassi. But as far as second baseman, when I think of second baseman, the one that comes to mind immediately is Ryan Sandberg.
There's Sandberg. There's also Jeff Kent.
Oh, of course. How did I forget him?
Robinson Cano from the Yankees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember his Yankee years, yeah. Ooh, good shot there by Stassi, but hooked foul.
Yeah, strong start by Lopez on the getting outs. You gotta hit it in fair ball.
And swing and a miss by Stassi, and Lopez. I'll tell you one thing, Lopez, doesn't get enough credit for being a great reliever. I mean, a reliever of his caliber.
That's another position that's underrated.
Absolutely. You need somebody like that. You need a Ronaldo Lopez. You need someone like one of the Nasty Boys. You remember the Nasty Boys from the 1990 Cincinnati Reds team?
Yup. There's Chapman from the current Reds, or from 2011, the Reds. He was a really strong reliever.
I believe he plays for the Yankees now, doesn't he?
I believe so, but as a starter.
Oh, so they converted him into a starter. Yeah. Because I know that, what's his face? I forgot his name now. Well, his name will pop up. I'll remember it later on. But anyway, hits it right to the second baseman, and they get the out at first. And that's going to be the end of the... Well, now it's the 7th inning stretch, more specifically. So I'm going to stand up now and do that.
Last half of the 7th here, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Lucas Robert.
Well, so far, Los Angeles just has not been able to get anything going ever since Lopez took over.
No.
their
He
best
shut
chance.
them down.
Yeah, their best chances were when they had the bases loaded, not once but twice,
You know he wants that.
and they couldn't take advantage of those.
If it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it,
And
though.
if they lose, that's what it's going to come down to.
On 1-1.
Now the pitch.
You have to take advantage of those opportunities.
Wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And then, I mean,
I gotta go fill jugs real quick. I will be right back.
not a problem. And a hit that gets past the shift. So we got a runner at first for the White Sox in Robert. So while Clinton's going to go take care of business, yeah, I'm happy. Well, first of all, I definitely admire the fact that you want to be a batter, Crimson. I think you would do pretty well on a National League team. And well, they try to get they try to pick off the runner at first, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Gets the bottom part of the strike zone, so 1-1. And well, that was kind of a outside pitch there. So far, the runner at first, Robert, giving Alex Cobb a lot of headaches there. And another hit, this time down the middle. And now we have runners on second and first. I will say this, you know, the White Sox are doing pretty well with their at-bats. They're making Cobb work for everything that he gets. I mean, if you're Los Angeles, the one thing you don't want to do is give up another run. I mean, that's just going to make it much more tougher, especially in the later innings. So, I mean, first things first. I mean, they got to get these outs. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout by Cobb. Good job there by Cobb to get a strikeout, his second of this game. And, well, wait a minute. It was in the dirt, but great job on the part of the catcher to, you know, keep it from to keep the runners where they are. And a called strike two to the bottom outside corner. And he hits it, and it's fair. He hits it fair, and that's going to drive in run one and a misplay, and that's going to cost them at least one run in addition to the one that was earned. But that was a wow, great hit there by Madrigal, and this pretty much could, you know, spell the end. I mean, it's not over, but when you give up two runs like that, I mean, those type of things can kill you. Well, in the game, that is. Well, here comes Felix Pena, and we'll see if he fares much better. But that was just a great hit there by Madrigal.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0-1 count and the pitch.
And he hits it right up the middle, but a bit too hard. That's going to result in, well, it's going to result in an out, but a sacrifice fly. So, well, now the White Sox lead 6-2 and pretty much have this wrapped up. But again, there's still 2 innings left to go, so never say never. And if you're Crimson Ninja, how do you feel about getting these runs on the board?
3 runs already home here.
Anyway, fouled off and 0-2. And strikeout looking, but the damage is done. You give up 3 runs in that inning, and safe to say they might not be able to come back from that. But again, stranger things have happened. We have seen, you know, leads of 5, 6 runs going into the last couple of innings evaporate. So it's never over, though. A run is a run any way we can get it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, if the Angels are going to make a run and get back in this game, they're going to have to start right now. And it will start with Mike Trout, who has yet to get a hit. He's 0 for 2 with a walk.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And that
Okay. Let me exit out here, and we'll see if there's any real true lag.
called on the fastball.
Well, anyway, that's a strike 3 on. I didn't see his name there, but okay.
Digging in next will be
All right. Okay, cool. But yeah, let me know if something else happens, Crimson. I just had to look and see what was going on with my end of the recording there. Anyway, grounded to the third, and they'll get the out at first. That's 2 down. But so far, the Angels just cannot get anything going.
next to hit, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now.
Or who knows, maybe it's on your end, I don't know.
But they've got to take it one bat at a
I'm just hoping that it's nothing too serious, like I said.
Who knows what could happen?
Of course, let's not forget the rain also kind of, well, I don't want to make excuses, but still. I think the point still stands. Anyway, hits it right, hits it opposite field,
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shut
and
innings, you get 2 quick outs.
nice hit there by Upton.
2-out base hit to extend the inning. Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate.
And I noticed that my character is on DKO show, so that's awesome. But anyway, back to this game though. With a runner on first with 2 outs, I mean they're running out of outs right now, and a hit right down the middle, and they won't be able to go any further than that. So that's back-to-back singles. Well, now we have a new guy in Evan Marshall. noticed there's a stat called holds. What are holds?
Next up is Dexter Fowler, and with men on base and
But anyway.
it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch on its way.
1-0. Well, the Angels have
All right, so a 1-0 pitch to start out with.
All game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And, well, gets a piece of that, so 1-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right.
And a dribbler, and they get the out at first. And that's just enough to end the inning. As we go into the bottom of the 8th, and the White Sox can add to this lead and really put this game away.
Lead it 6-2. And now here is Yasmani Grandal for his career in this matchup. He's 0 for 4.
Ooh, interesting. I'll have to watch that after the show. Anyway. Also, let me double check to see how my stream is doing. Okay, cool. So it's working. I just want to double check just to make sure. How's everything going, Crimson? Well, actually, I already asked that, and you already told me, so oh well. But yeah, I mean, if I was you, I probably would be happy. I mean, that kind of happened with our good friend Tan Man, who, even though he didn't complete the game, he did pretty well on the mound. So,
Here's another 2-2.
so and that's why his team is still in the running to
3 foul balls in a row right here.
to win the championship. And he hits it right to Josh Brooks, and that's the out. And that's 1 out. 1 down.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Jose Abreu, who was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And a fastball to start things out here, not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Ball 2 now.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Hey, Lucky! How's it going, Mr. Lucky? Anyway, hits it, and it's gonna hook foul. 2-1 is the count. Also, hey, how's it going, Lucky? It's going good. Almost 5 innings on the mound, so good day for me. Yeah, I mean, of course it does help that the team that you're on has a very strong pitching staff. Not just the starters, but you know the relievers and presumably the closer. I mean, they usually bring them in when it's like 3 runs or less, so or 3 runs or fewer, I should say. Excuse me. But yeah, it's good to see you, Lucky.
Have been long advances. All in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Popped him up.
And popped it up,
Fletcher is under it. 2 down.
and that's 2 down.
Next to dig in, Jimenez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
So far, Jimenez is 0-3, has so far yet to get a hit, which is a good thing that his teammates were able to pick him up, but still, I'm pretty sure he would love to get at least 1 hit before the night's through.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Ooh.
And it's fouled
Gets
away.
him jammed up a little bit, but now it's 0-2 for Benya,
High in the air out to center field. Brown has
and he gets it, but not far enough, and that's going to end the inning. And after 8, it is 6-2 Chicago, And for Los Angeles, this is their last chance. For the Angels, they're down by 4. So in order for this game to continue, they have to score at least 4 runs or more. They have to at least score 4 runs. Anything short of that, and this game is over.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
So you got guys in the bullpen getting ready. Should this game start to get closer than they would like it. They still have Marshall out there on the mound. Nice curveball there, but didn't swing at it. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Hey, blade charge. How's everything going in blade charge land? And, well, jams him up, but still fouled away. Did Brody Kirby. And he hits it, but hits it right to the second baseman. And they get the out. Ooh, they almost overthrew that. That would have been a big thing had that been an error, but 1 down. Of course, the rain really has not helped with, fly balls. With only 1 home run to show for it, really. Hopefully, Clinton is okay. Because I hadn't heard from him in a while, and I just hope he's all right.
Oh, I've been here. I just forgot to unmute my mic.
Really?
I got here at the middle of the 8th inning, and I thought I had unmuted my mic, and I did.
Oh, so you thought I was ignoring you? No, I was like, what? I did not know that, actually.
It's all good. That's why I was wondering why it sounded like we were talking at the same time. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, because I couldn't hear you. That's the thing.
Alright, well, I got it fixed.
Well, right now, as I said...
I come back and it's 6-2.
Yeah, it's 6-2. I mean... Anyway, also we have Joshua coming in. How's everything going in Joshua James land? And a little tapper, so still fell. And also, Crimson says, blade charge. How charged is your blade?
Yeah, but if I'm the Angels, I'm going for broke. I'm just swinging at any potentially hittable ball and just going for broke.
Well, unfortunately, he hits it right to the first baseman, and that was to Abreu. And now that's 1 down, or 2 down, I should say, excuse me. Can't talk. And unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on who you are, it all comes down to the final out.
I don't think the Angels have got it in them the way they've been hitting today. I think they're done.
Yeah, unless they make a, well, he hits it, and unfortunately not far enough, and that's it. It's a final, and it is the White Sox 6, the Angels 2, and the White Sox are moving on to the American League Championship Series. You're planning on doing something special for Father's Day tomorrow. Awesome. I mean, I'm going to do something special with my dad. But congratulations to the White Sox. They are going to the American League Championship Series to face off against either the Detroit Tigers or the Yankees. And if the Tigers somehow can beat the Yankees, then Chicago will have the home field. But if the Yankees win, then the Yankees will have the home field for the American League Championship Series game.
But yeah, I would say Lopez got the win. That's
Well, well, you can't say you couldn't say that he didn't earn it.
oh yeah.
Let's see what you got there, Cage. Says,
You don't have to worry about me yet. Your brother's the reason Detroit's not favored is because your brother's hurt.
yeah, and it would be very it would probably be to your what's it, to your detriment if you were overlook the Tigers. Sure, the Tigers are not that good, but
Yeah, I'm not overlooking the Tigers, so
really can't. So Lopez gets the win, and Nick Madrigal, he got 2 for 3, including 3 RBIs and a triple.
so I'm guessing bases loaded triple is how the run part of the way the runs went up so much while I was gone.
Well, actually, he had a single for an RBI, and then he had a triple that brought in 2 guys.
Ah,
So that's kind of what happened there. All right, so let's take a look and to give you guys a preview of next week's game. I'm not overlooking Detroit. All right, so next game. Next game is going to be San Francisco at St. Louis. So you're going to see me and the San Francisco Giants take on Kevin Dickey, a good friend of mine, and Ash Princess, as well, and the rest of the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll find out. And of course, this is a storied rivalry, more recent, really, because if you remember, St. Louis and San Francisco met each other a couple of times in the playoffs, and usually the winner would go on to win the championship, if you remember, in the 2010s. Also, hey, MSWCW, Miles Stanley.
hey
Ward.
Miles.
Yeah, Miles, great to see you, man. So, yeah, just giving you and everyone else that's here a preview of next week's game. And as I said, tomorrow is going to be Uno on the PS4. So that's going to be what we're going to have. Also, hey, oh, there's Samurai. Not young Samurai, but another one. Samurai TX90. What's up, man?
Hey Samurai.
So, yeah, as you can see, the Chicago White Sox are already in the American League Championship game. So, for the remainder of the series, I may as well ask you what your who do you think is going to win in the remainder of the division series? I'm doing pretty well, Samurai.
I honestly think the Yankees are going to beat Detroit. It'll be close, but I seriously believe the Yankees will beat Detroit. And the Braves will beat Philadelphia because that Braves team is stacked.
Yeah, not just with the in-game players, but also the creative players that have joined there. And then for San Francisco, St. Louis, which is next week's game.
I'm going with the Giants because in recent years the Giants have been one of the best teams in the NL League all the way through.
Yeah, they had the best record of the non-playoff teams that missed the playoffs from the 2020 season. So they had the best
Which
record.
was a shocker.
Yeah, but they barely missed it though. That's the problem. They barely missed it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think St. Louis got in as a result.
Yep.
I'll have to look at it again, but that's pretty much what it is. So, all right. So let me just save this. Let me just save the game. So looks good. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, tomorrow after service or church. It'll be a bit later just because it is Father's Day and they'll have a little thing for the fathers tomorrow. But when I do get back, that's when we'll do the PS4 version of Uno. And as for let's see. And yeah, that's oh right. I almost forgot. Clinton, thank you. Actually, thank you for reminding me. Because the only other thing that's going on is that I think when is a good time? Like between Monday through Friday. When's a good time to do the Stanley Cup Finals on NHL 19?
Well, Monday for me, Monday I have to go to the neurologist, or not neurologist, but spine doctor in the morning, and then I have PT in the morning on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I'm open.
Okay, so basically Tuesday night.
I'm open Monday night as well because it's basically just supposed to be getting shots in my spinal cord.
Yeah, man, I hope that goes well, and without saying too much, but I really hope it does go well for you, man.
Me too. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I don't want to dwell on it for too long, but yeah. So other than that, though, that's all I have planned for this coming week. But until then, this is your host, Ju22, and
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
And my good friend Clinton Cage. I was hoping you'd say your name, but that's all right. But until then, have a great one, everybody, and stay safe, and just be a good person in all what you do. We have enough jerks out there in the world. We don't need any more. So,
Exactly.
So the only thing I have left to say before I go is don't be a jerk. Have a good one, and I'll see you then. Peace. Boo, Clinton Blue.
Later, all.
Says Crimson Ninja.
That's okay. It's just Ninja.
All right. Peace out, everybody.